Okay guys, let's start with our terminals, PowerShells, command prompts, whatever. Just make sure that if you're on Windows, you're gonna run your command prompt or PowerShell as admin, because if you don't do that, maybe you're gonna have some problems with privileges. So yeah, let's just use this thing as admins. And yeah, right click, run as admin, and I need to say yes, and there you go. Okay, so in the root of my drive, because it's easy, I'm gonna create virtual environment first. It's one line of code, I mean instruction, nothing special. Python m venv, and this is what we need to type, what we must type, and now we're gonna have name for that virtual environment. And guys, generally environments are very useful because when we use them, we will not pollute like native primary Python Django installation. So just use environments and you're gonna be fine. It's not scary, it's just one line of things. Right, so photo venv will be name of that environment. Okay, you can choose whatever you like here, it's really not important. So enter, and in a split of a second we're gonna have a new line here. Hopefully. Here we are. Anyway, next thing is we need to relocate ourselves here in photo venv, because this is actually directory, this is folder, so let's go there because we need to activate. So cd photo venv, let's say we are here, let's say there to see what's up in it. And okay, so that's standard. So let's get into scripts because now we need to activate that thing. So cd scripts, and it again, and now we need to type activate because this is actually instruction, this is like executable. Activate, and just observe what's gonna happen here at the left side. See, so when you see these brackets, parentheses, whatever, that means that environment is activated. So now we are safely working in that like a container. So a lot of people are having that problem, they start doing their stuff right here in a script, so that's bad. You need to go one level back in photo venv again, like in primary photo venv. So let's relocate there. cd ... and now we are again in photo venv, so we are safe to work here. Okay guys, so let's create, oh right, so we need to actually install Django. Pip install Django, and guys, that's pretty much it. Let's press enter, and this will be done in a split of a second. My Avast is complaining, so yeah, I think it's less than a minute or something. I have good fiber internet. I think it will be, you know, fast, relatively fast. And then after that we gonna upgrade pip. It's not a necessary thing to do, but why not when we are here? It will not hurt us, okay? And I'm gonna pause this video at the moment because I don't wanna waste your time. Okay, we are done with the Django installation, and now we're gonna upgrade pip because why not? There is a line we need to type or copy paste, whatever. So Python m pip install upgrade pip, and oh, what's happening? Oh, space. Right, so the new version is 22.4. Okay, come on. Right, so pip is done. So now we need to create primary Django folder where we're gonna have all our smaller applications like blogs and forums and galleries and accounting application and I don't know, stuff like that, images. Right, so Django admin start project, and let's call it like img CMS. Now guys, check this out. When you use this middle line here, you're gonna end up in problems. Let me press enter here. Again, antivirus, don't worry about that. So please make sure that name is valid identifier, which means that you must not use middle line, you must use underscore. Okay, img CMS, now the thing will work. Okay, there you go. So cd img cms we need to relocate there, because when we do there, here we're gonna have manage.py. Think about manage.py as a man in the middle. It's like interface to Django admin, you know. So you don't need to type Django admin do this, Django admin do that. You're gonna say Python manage.py do something. Well, yeah, it's easier. It's it's different. It's nice. I don't know. Right. So whatever you do, you're gonna do in this primary Django directory. So don't mix in your head like a virtual environment. Who cares about virtual environments? Don't mix that thing with primary Django directory. Okay, two different things. Right, so here we're gonna create now small application which will be let's call it image upload. That will be name of our application. Smaller one in big img cms directory. So Python we will not use Django admin, just Python manage.py. That's like very important file. Never open it, never mess around with that file like in editor. And I need to say, oh, I totally forget here. Start, I think start up, and now I need to give it a name for that smaller application, like image upload. So every time when you create application, you need to add it into settings.py file that we're gonna do that in next tutorial. Image upload. Okay, enter. And guys, that's pretty much it. So you can also go into image upload, but we really don't need to do anything in that folder like manually through terminal. So there, and yeah, that's pretty much it, default situation. But don't worry about it. So let's go one level back, because this is a place where we have manage.py. And we need that file to run server, development server. How? Well, again, Python manage.py and run server. And you can choose port, networking port here, or you can just leave it default, and then the port by default will be 8000. Let's press enter. And I have 18 unapplied migrations. Well, that basically means that we need to create, of course, automatically SQLite 3 file that will emulate like database. I mean, it is just pure file. So let's actually break from this. But before that, let's see, can we access that thing on port 8000? So enter, and then if you're on Windows, it may happen that here in tab you will see that thing rolling, but here you will not see the results. So don't worry about that, because if you press once Ctrl+C in this terminal, you're gonna see that thing happening in the background. Ctrl+C, there you go. Okay, so don't worry about that. The thing is totally working now. Refresh, there you go. Anyway, you can also run this server on different port, as I said. So let's do that. Run server on port 8005, let's say. Okay, and here let's just switch to 8005, and there you go, same stuff. But I think that you will be happy pretty much with default port, so we will not specify anything here. Enter. Let me check that one more time. 8000. Okay, that works. Okay guys, now let's apply migrations. So that basically means we are preparing stuff for Django administration. How we are going to do that? Well, here just say migrate. Migrate, and there you go. All these things mean Django is preparing that backend stuff for you. But is that enough? No. Now we need to sorry. Now we need to create super user. So let's do that. create super user, and not super user. So basically you are creating account for admin. Okay, username will be admin, let's say. Email address, well, use your real email address or something else. Who cares, we're just practicing here. Password, that one. Hopefully I will not forget it. Super user created successfully. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's run our server again, because we need to get into that Django administration, which is already done for us. It's absolutely amazing what Django is doing for us. And in a split of a second, there you go. Okay, let's have a slash here and navigate to admin, and in a split of a second, there you go. Let's log into administration with my password. Probably I didn't forget it. Login, and there you go. Okay guys, so we don't really need to touch groups and users here. We don't care about permissions. This is very useful if you're creating some, like a website like you know, Washington Post and news press website, where you have groups of reporters, and then you allocate specific person to that specific group. So yeah, it's just like a classical Windows, Unix, Linux policy method about passwords and groups. Nothing special. It's awesome. So yeah, you can create specific groups here. By default you don't have any, so you can create some groups with specific permissions, and then you can create users here at add user, and you can allocate it to specific group. For example, if we click on admin, we can change some characteristics here, like first name, last name, and then we can mess around with permissions. But don't do that for admin account, because there is great chance that you'll mess something up. So you can play with some other accounts, but never play with admin, because maybe if you click this like super user status, maybe you will run into problems. I don't want to do that at the moment. As I said, we're just focused here on creation and upload of images, I mean gallery, whatever. So guys, let me confirm that everything is fine one more time. I'm gonna log out. That's cool. Let me check. That's cool. And okay, that works. Right, so let's open our editor. The easiest thing you can do is just navigate in your file explorer or whatever you have. Just grab that virtual environment in here. Let me actually do that. Okay, let me show that to you. So when you find yourself into virtual environment, don't grab everything here. You really don't need to do that. You're gonna just pollute your editor. Just grab this img CMS, which is primary Django directory, and just, you know, move it to the left side in the sidebar. And there you go. It's already opened. And another approach, which is kind of slow, I don't know, it depends what you like, is just go to File, Add Project folder, and then find it on your file system, on your system. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it in this tutorial. In the next one, we're gonna mess around with settings.py, which is a critical file, one of the most important files in Django. But you know, that's a topic for another discussion. And I really don't like these commands, so I'm gonna just delete them by default. I don't know, I always do that. Yeah, okay. So next tutorial, we're gonna handle that, and we're gonna start writing models for categories. As always, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you there.